Good morning. Happy, what is it today? Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is. We are here to do a reading for today. We are going to see what the energies are. Ponder. Ooh. Okay, we're going to get some more clarification for this. I feel like there is something that you need to finally cross that bridge, but you are in ponder. Okay, this makes sense because last night I was getting messages at midnight for the reading today, and I was like, how is this going to fit in? But now I know there's a bridge that you are trying to go over, but there is some fear there. There is something that is deeper for you to really root into, discover why you are not stepping into something. There is something that is kind of, you have this holding back energy is what I'm feeling, but there's something for you to go deeper. What is that fear? So, taking a moment to sit back and think about a time in your life that you had this feeling of scared to, cross over that bridge, crossing over, like when you were a child. If this is something that is similar, say, I'm just going to use this for an example. This may not resonate with everyone. Speaking, say if you are moving into speaking, but there's something that is kind of just holding you back, you're not stepping into it fully. So when, as a child, or even as you were growing older, were you scared to step into that speaking? What happened in that moment? Did someone tell you you couldn't do it? Did you, someone stopped you from stepping into that fear and just doing it? There's something there. So go back to those moments, feel how you felt in those moments, whether you were a child, a teenager, adult, however that looks for you, and really go into those, how you felt in that moment, and pick apart, the deep down emotional space that was there at that time, because that is what's happening today. And they're telling me for you to understand that, if this is going to instill positiveness, is this going to instill you having the faith that you could do it? Is this going to instill, there's something that is coexisting, what happened in the past to now? You can feel those emotions. Talk to yourself about, how is it making you feel? What are the emotions? Why am I holding on to this? This isn't who I am. And then rewrite it in your mind. Rewrite that moment from your past and see yourself up on stage. See yourself with confidence, because maybe that's what it is. Maybe no one had confidence in you then, so now you feel that you don't have confidence in yourself today. So there's a correlation there for you to go back and discover what that emotion is and what you are holding on to as your own that is definitely not your own. Once you discover that, you'll go deep and rewrite it and see yourself in that positive light, and you'll be able to move forward. This isn't like a 5-minute exercise. This is something that you go and spend some time with. Okay. So that's just an example. Please take what resonates, leave what does not, because this is not this is a general reading. This is not specific to each person's energy. So there is something here for you to discover. And if you need help more, let me know. I do coaching to get down to what that issue was or is moving forward. Okay. The Lover's card. And what else do we have? And we have the King of Wands. Okay. Woo, exciting. So this is partnership with yourself. This is seeing your value, your worth, all of those things that are stopping you from crossing that bridge. And the King of Pentacles why did I say King of Pentacles? Okay, well, maybe you're moving to the King of Pentacles, which is, making money from it and all of the things. Um, but the King of Wands is, you know, mastering this space of being able to cross that bridge. Even if you're scared, you cross it because you know that you have value to, if it's about speaking, say, you have value to add to someone's life. You have value, you have knowledge, all of this. You have a passion to help people. And if this is a way to help people is by standing up in front of everyone, teaching a class, maybe, you know, whatever that might be for you. But there is something bigger here for you, and there is abundance here. There is something about standing in your strengths, even when you don't feel that you're strong, but you know deep down you are called to do what you are wanting to do. Um, being in a space where that's 4 cups. Being in a space where you are not seeing what spirit is offering you, not seeing fully, you know, when you get across that bridge, what it means. They're showing me that there is a space here that you are scared to step into. There's something that you're scared to step into. If you're procrastinating on something, chances are there's some fear there. If you are, you know, it shows up in different ways. It's crazy how it shows up. And the Page of Wands, you know, there's something new here that is going to be some excitement for you, something that is going to create a new spark. There is definitely, I feel like it's going to be an idea, or there's something there. Okay, now you got the Four of Cups again. Yeah, it's like I'm not seeing you turn away. Like the Four of Cups is usually you're turning away from opportunities, but I am just seeing there's something here that you're not seeing, but yet you are um you're you're possibly turning away, I guess. They're showing it to me in a different way. It's like there's something you need to step into. It's the bridge, right? But if I know the bridge is there, but if I look over here, there's that opportunity that I don't need to cross the bridge. Because if I, you know, I'm not you're not burying your head in the sand, but there's something here that you are um there's something you need to celebrate about yourself that you're not seeing. Okay, so you're not seeing your value, you're not seeing your worth, you're not seeing that you can do this because of the past hurt, the past pain, the fear, whatever that was, right? There's something here that it's like you need to see this. It's already there within you, but you need to see it. You maybe don't believe it. You maybe feel like you don't have the skills, the strength, whatever that might be for you, because of what has happened in the past. There's something with your past that has stopped you from being able to step forward. It's like it being in a relationship. Your past relationship can depict how open you are in the next one. But when you're not open, it stops you from really finding that love, that deep, deep love, because there is the energy is being held in front of you rather than you bringing all of that in. Okay, so there's definitely something here you need to celebrate yourself. Even if you start crossing that bridge, celebrate that first step, whatever that is. Even if you know, what if you do fail? What if you do fail? You know, um, it's something that you take with you into the next phase of your life. Okay. Okay, yeah, temperance. It's like you're half in and you're half out. You're stepping in, but you're stepping out. You're kind of between worlds. They're showing me that for you to really, if your intuition told you to step forward, step forward. Like through the fear, through all of it, but rewrite it in your mind, rewrite what, happened in the past. Here's an example that I give in my classes when it comes time to um, discover from your past. If you were lost as a child, say for instance, we have moments like that, and all of a sudden you are in absolute fear. You're a child, right? You're scared, you're lost, you're whatever that might be, right? Now look in your life where times that you are scared because you're alone. Okay, that is what I'm getting at. There is something from deep rooted that is stopping you from stepping forward because of. Okay, there is definitely something that for you to really discover because of a moment you don't even realize what that means and how much it affects your life today. Uh, Being in a space where, fear of being alone. So now you're always in a relationship. You're always, being around people. You never take time to be alone because of that one moment. We don't realize how much it can affect our life. Okay, then you have the sun. Once you discover what this is and you really start stepping, it's nothing but joy. It's breaking free and seeing that you have not allowed those moments from the past to anchor in and define who you are, so you can't step into who you are. Okay, Two of Swords. This one is all about taking aim, on where you want to go. Are you turning away and not seeing the bigger picture? Are you, what is it that you are turning away from? Okay. Your intuition is guiding you, but you are allowing it not to be in the forefront. You're allowing those old stories to take precedence over your intuition and overstepping into something bigger. Okay, I am feeling like this is just the beginning. Once you can step over this bridge, it's something that opens up a big piece in you. um I had so much fear in leaving my husband. I'm divorced years ago. And fear was my biggest thing for many, many, many reasons, mostly money, and how to survive. But um, once I stepped through that door, it was like, well, freedom. But I was so proud of myself because I stepped into my fear and I was in a space where, you know what, every day I'll just figure it out. Somehow I'll just figure it out. I'll just keep going. And it taught me moving forward that um, I can step into fear and I'll figure it out. So this is a breaking point for you in all things moving forward when you cross that bridge, when you know, the saying is coming in. Yeah, I could probably say it. Fuck figuring it out. Fuck figuring it out. Seriously, it's a space where you now need to just you don't have to have it figured out. They're just saying step forward. Okay, four four of cups again. Okay, I feel like this is knocking on your door. There is change, definite change coming in. It's not. They're showing me dragonfly. Dragonflies to me mean change. Okay, there is something here that has been knocking on your door, and it's going to create the change that you want. But if you never step into it, what happens? You never create that change, and it's going to continue to knock on your door. It's going to be what I mean by knock on your door. It's going to be in your thoughts. Ooh, I should do this. Ooh, I should have taught that. I've been thinking about doing this for years. I don't know how to do it. There's something there for you to realize that it is a thought, or someone says it, or, there's something that comes in and it keeps coming across your path, but you are turning the other cheek. You're just, you know what? Nope. I don't know how to do it. Um, sit with it and figure out what is holding you back. That is the issue. It's not how am I going to do it so much as why am I not doing it. Okay. Look at this, the Empress. Oh wow, the Earth Mother. This is you, um releasing something new. This is manifestation. This is having it come to, where it's going to take a little bit of time to manifest for you, but wow, you are ready for this. Six of Athens. Wow, this is all about Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about walking away, but be in your intuition, in your guidance on the path. Having, spirit lead you, your intuition lead you to where you're going. Yeah, they're telling me you're just leaving the old, dried up life and moving into, maybe you don't know. Maybe it's a space where it's one step. If I go into speaking or teaching and I don't know where it's leading me, but this is the start. This is where it starts. This is the beginning of the something big. Okay. So I feel like there's some of you that have had some things that have come across your plate, or you think you might want to do them. And you know, right now they might be just thoughts, but are they just thoughts or are they something bigger? Okay. Okay, so we have quite a few cards that came out. The first one was Vision Quest. Wow. That's number 12 in the tarot. So there's this is the Hangman. This is taking time to see things. This is knowing that your hands are not tied. This is knowing that there is something that is to be, they're saying, rewritten. So I don't know if you've tried it before, whatever this is for some of you, you may have tried it, but they're saying rewritten because you're not who you used to be. If you can discover that deep down space, um, then it's going to be rewritten because you're not in the same energy. You have more knowledge, you have more energy that you know that you can put into something. Okay. Five of Earth, which is Five of Pentacles. So a space where you are, I feel like you're worried about your abundance, but you're going to create it. You're going to create this abundance. You have it all right there. It's ready to be birthed. And when we're in a space of lack, space of worry about money, we tend to go to where we feel safe and secure. Well, I'll just go do this because I don't have enough to do this. But if you, I'm not telling anyone to quit their job. Nope, I'm not. If you are in a space where, what if this doesn't turn out, but you keep your safety net, this won't work out. This is because this is something that you are breaking free from, these generational patterns of being poor, of being not enough money, of being not having enough. There are so many people breaking through this right now. And it's funny because you walk away from things. I can say this personally. I've walked away from jobs and not having income, and it always has brought me to the space I needed to be, and the money was always there. It is, can't even explain it. But when you're listening to your intuition and you're walking away and leaving behind the things that have kept you in that lack space from not following your heart, it is crazy what can come. Okay. Ace of Air. So Ace of Wands. Definitely. Oh, you had the Page of Wands, King of Wands, and Ace of Wands. So a new passion for someone, new passion. And then the Page is the new beginning of, where you're going. And the King is living in that passion, being in that comfort, being in that strength, knowing that you are following that deep down, um, um, soul that is seeking to be all that you are. That is so beautiful. Three of Cups. Yes, celebration. This is having all of your abundance. Look at all that abundance on that card. It is so beautiful. All of the abundance coming with the Empress, the Three of Cups. All of this is coming together. You have to take aim. You have to be all in and not turn away from those aspects of the lack. Okay. lack comes in so many different ways. We don't even realize it. We stay in places because we're um, feeling like, what am I going to do to replace this income, especially? Okay. We're at a time right now that is huge. Okay. I know so many people in doing what I do that they have left everything to do this because it is their calling, and they're discovering how to get there. And just like I have been for the last however many years, right? We're always changing, growing, shifting, moving, in using our guidance. It's like, oh, you want to know how many times I've started over in doing what I'm doing, in, doing, adding on to my, I'll call it my umbrella, my, all of my skills, and adding on. And that's just, you ask anyone in this field, what do you do? Well, they don't just do Reiki, they don't just do readings, they don't just do, there is all of the things that they keep adding to their plate, which, you know expands their umbrella. It expands all of their knowledge, what they do, and it's creation. I love it. 20 spirit guides, which is judgment. So if you are in a space where you have to let it all show, are you doing all that you need to do? Are you really living life of your soul's calling? This is a huge, huge card where, when you are, you will receive all of that. And it comes in abundant ways. It does not always come in actual physical money. Okay. It comes in so many different ways. Someone gives you a meal. Well, that's $50 possibly, right? Someone gives you, whatever. Someone takes you out for coffee, even if it's $5, it's $5. It's not physical money, but it is giving to you. You are receiving what the universe is giving to you. It is crazy how many times that, when I was in a space where I had to support myself and I was making minimal money, I would get a gift card and for groceries, and it's just crazy. So you will notice the more that you step into what you do, who you are, that spirit will give you more handouts, more fulfillment, and it is so rewarding. So what is deep down inside of you that you are holding on to your past, or you don't believe in something within yourself that is stopping you from crossing that bridge? This bridge is the gateway to your freedom. And you're sitting in, how can I get across that bridge? Why am I not stepping through that threshold? And you will discover it if you sit long enough and you really, really go deep. If you need help with that, like I said, I do the soul coaching and we can go deep. Thank you for being here. I am grateful for each and every one of you. I have some busy times coming up where I'm traveling. So I may or may not be on here. Tomorrow, I believe I'm here. So thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want your own reading, all the details are in the description. Have a magical Wednesday. Much love.